Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. Let's get right into it. They see your greatness and don't like it. You embarrass them with their own insecurities, and they're done. You have been embarrassing those whose insecurities are popping up while you're around them. They can't contain themselves because they're too busy comparing you to them instead of appreciating who they are. They don't have appreciation for themselves like you do, and they don't have love for themselves the way you do. You have real love for yourself, and you appreciate yourself. You understand that no one's going to love you like you love you. No one's going to do for you like you're going to do for you. You understand these things. You're aware of these things. And this person just doesn't seem to have that understanding yet. But they see your greatness and they don't like it. And it's causing them to be embarrassed. This person is embarrassed because of all the things they see in you and all the things they see you're able to do. This person is low key jealous and envious because you're moving in your purpose. Your skills are evident. Your talents are evident. You're very good at what you do. And this person hasn't discovered or figured out yet what it is they want to do. They haven't discovered or figured out yet what it is they'd like to do. So instead of using that time to figure out what path they want to take, they're using it to be someone who makes themselves upset over what they don't have. They're looking at you, seeing how amazing your life is, looking at all the things that you're able to do, looking at all the good things you're able to produce, and they feel some type of way about it. And that's what they're allowing themselves to do. That's how they're allowing themselves to feel. This person doesn't know how to control their mind. They don't know how to focus their mind. And they don't know how to put their mind on things that would serve them. They don't know how to put their mind on things that would allow them to do better than where they're currently at. That's why they're embarrassed. They don't have the understanding of how you're able to move how you move. They don't have the understanding of how you're able to do what you're able to do with your life. They don't know that it took a certain amount of time. It took a certain amount of effort. It took a certain amount of hours. It took a certain amount of days, weeks, years for you to get to where you're at. But they definitely see your greatness. They just don't know how it got there. They don't know how you stumbled upon it. They don't know how you discovered it within yourself. They don't know that one day, or they don't know that that you were like them just a little while ago. They don't know that one day you were like them. You were just like them, not knowing what you wanted to do, not knowing how you were going to figure it out, not knowing how you were going to make a way for yourself. But you always knew that it was something that you were good at. You just took the leap. You just took the stab at life. You just took a chance. You took a risk and realized that this is something that you could potentially become successful at. And not only did you realize that you could potentially become successful at it, you took the time to develop it to where you could actually make that a reality. Most people think about becoming successful. Most people think about things that they like to do. Most people will entertain the thought of it, but they won't entertain the action of it. You will entertain the action of it. You will entertain the action about it. You will entertain the idea of you actually being able to have what it is you want. And the fact that you live your life a certain way, that makes you successful. And you carry that success with you wherever you go. People can feel it resonating off of you. And that's why they're able to see your greatness. They're able to see your greatness with the way you walk, with the way you talk, with the way you step, with each and every breath. They're able to see that you are greatness in the flesh. And they don't like it. The level of greatness that you've acquired, they want it for themselves. Ooh, they want it for themselves. You ever seen someone so successful and their life is so amazing that you just want it for yourself? You're like, oh man, that person's got an amazing life. I want that for myself. I want to be able to live like that. I want to be able to move like that. I want a life just like that. But the difference between you and others is you will take that and be motivated by it. And you'll allow that to make you go work for it because you know that that person earned those things. And you realize that it took that person a lot of time and a lot of effort to put into themselves to be able to acquire those things, to be able to acquire what they desire. And when you see other people with what they have, you realize that you too can acquire what you desire. That makes people feel insecure. It makes people feel insecure to be around someone that's confident enough to feel that they have what it takes to do something that can change their life, to do something that can get them living a whole different lifestyle, to do something that could put them in a different tax bracket. You actually believe in yourself and you actually know that there are things that you can do once you learn them, once you can do them correctly, once you can do them right, once you can produce the right result, once you can produce a result that can produce a result, once your results produce results, that you get actually real results, you know that you too can have the same life as people who are ahead of you. You know that. All right, you know that it's just the only thing between you and the life that everyone else is living that's successful is the work. That's all. Figuring things out, information, knowledge, investing in yourself, taking the right steps, doing certain things that you need to do so that way you can get to where you need to go. But something has to be done. And you have confidence in yourself to go do that thing that needs to be done. Most people don't even have confidence in themselves to go do what needs to be done. They'll sit around, they'll wait, they'll let days pass them by. They won't try to get motivated. They won't try to get up and go do it. They won't try to get anything started. So when you get around people like that, they are embarrassed and they feel some type of way because you're going after something. You're going after something they only dream of and something that they don't work towards. That's what they really mean when, oh, the life that someone could only dream of, or the something that someone could only dream of. Because not many people actually believe that they can have it. When you believe that you can have something, because you believe that you can do something, you believe that you can be something, that puts a certain amount of it puts a certain amount of swagger on you. It puts a certain amount of energy on you. All right, you're operating differently than 99.9% of those around you. Out of everybody, only like 10% of the people believe in themselves. Everybody, out of everybody, only about 10% of the people actually believe in themselves. And you believe in yourself. That puts a different amount of focus in your life. That puts a different amount of positivity in your life. That puts a different amount of confidence in your life. And when some people get around someone like that, their insecurities start to come out. Not everyone believes in themselves and their ability. You have people who believe in themselves and their own ability, and you have people who don't. And you happen to be someone who not only believes in themselves, but you believe in your ability to succeed. First, you have to believe in yourself, and then you have to start to believe, to form a belief in your ability. You believe you can do it. That's nice. But once you start to do it, you have to believe in your ability to succeed. Once things get difficult, once things get hard, once you realize that it's going to take more than it's going to take more than this being something you want to do. It's going to take willpower. Willpower involves discipline. And discipline is doing things when you don't feel like doing them, when you don't want to do them. Discipline is doing something when you know you could be doing something more fun or something pleasurable, something like relaxing, sitting outside, enjoying your yard, but you have some things that you want to do. Maybe you want to hit your bike, maybe you want to hit your treadmill, maybe you want to go for a walk. Then you can go do those things. Then you could go sit back in your backyard and kick your feet up and relax and enjoy your nice yard. Me personally, I'm the type of person that I can't enjoy my life unless I'm doing something to move it forward and make progress. And when you are that kind of person, people will see your greatness. And they indeed, without a doubt, see your greatness. All right. You may not have even always seen it. It may not have always been as strong as it's been. Maybe you're in the process of developing it right now, but they see your greatness, trust and believe that. And they know you're going somewhere because deep down inside, you always knew you were going somewhere. You might not have always been doing what's right or headed in the right direction, but you always had a feeling that things would always work out for you. You always had a feeling that you would be someone. And now those feelings are starting to create that reality, because your feeling is going to be what God uses to bless you. How you feel is going to put you in alignment with the blessings that God is going to bestow upon you. And you always felt that you were going to be successful. You always had it in your mind that you were going to be wealthy. You always had it in your mind that you were going to be something. You were going to be somebody, someone great. And they see that greatness. The fact that you think that the fact that you had the idea that you were always going to be someone, that emanates off of you. And people are able to pick up off of that vibration. People are able to pick up off of that frequency. People can tell when someone feels good about themselves, and people can tell when someone is feeling themselves. People can tell when someone thinks a certain way about themselves. All right, most people call it arrogance, because sometimes it's improperly used. Some people will be arrogant, some people will be cocky, but most people who are successful come off as that, because they have to have a certain idea about themselves and a certain image of themselves in their own mind for them to uphold and for them to keep. So that way they have an idea about what they want their outer appearance to mirror, to look like, to be like. They envision the life that they want, work towards it, create it, and their life becomes a mirror image to that image that they have for themselves in their mind. And when you have a certain image for yourself in your mind, and you think a certain way about yourself, and you see yourself a certain way, people are able to pick up on that. And that's why sometimes people may have a problem with you. People may think that you're high and mighty. People may think that you're egotistical. They may think that you think you're better than them, when all you're doing is holding yourself to a high esteem, because you know what you want to be in life and you know how you feel about yourself. You have the right idea about yourself. You view yourself the way you'd like to see yourself. And for the people who don't do that, who don't have an understanding of that, you may come off to them as superficial. You may come off to them as someone narcissistic, but you're not. Everyone has a little bit of narcissism in them, but someone who's narcissistic is someone that is full blown dealing with narcissism, totally, wholeheartedly. All right, demon, demon time. All right, not just for the sake of pushing some records or trying to portray an image for some music. We're talking about people who are actually about that life of, this the sadism, treating other people how they wouldn't want to be treated, and all other types of dark activities. But we're not going to get into that on this particular video. But you're making them realize that there's some things they need to work on. You're making them realize that there are some things that they forgot about, some things that they left behind, some things they swept under the rug. You're making them realize that we're gonna get it out, all right. You're making them realize that they have some work to do. No, I had a water in here somewhere. And you're making them realize that they have some work to do still. You're making them realize that they're not where they would like to be yet, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. We are all still working towards getting somewhere where we would like to be, but you don't make that a problem for others. You don't blame other people for where you aren't. And if you are dealing with that, if you have any issues with that, you just have to accept where you're at, focus on where you want to go, and leave your past behind. And that way you can get a jump start into the new reality you'd like to create for yourself. None of us are perfect. And this is what this channel is all about: accepting our faults, accepting our wrongs, our errors, turning them around, changing our lives for the better, and becoming a better person so that way we can have a better life. All right. And when you have an attitude like that, people are going to see your greatness. When you have hit rock bottom several times and you climb your way back up each and every time, and each and every time is better than the last, and you're still resilient, you're still fighting, you're still here, you still believe in success, you still believe in positivity, you still believe in God, you still believe in the light, you still believe that your chance is waiting for you, you still believe that success is out there for you, you still believe that you can create the life that you want for yourself. People are going to feel that. People are going to feel that. You probably have a lot of people who will want to speak to you, want to say hello, want to talk to you, and you don't even know why. It's because they could feel your positive energy. People love positive energy. You have to remember that. You have to keep that in mind. There are going to be a lot of people who are going to positively want to interact with you as well. It's just that the negative experiences will sometimes, depending on your type of mindset, negative experiences may stand out to you, and you may pay attention to them more than positive ones, and you may pay attention to negative people more than positive people. So there are positive people that you'll have experiences with too. It's just that sometimes, from the negative experiences and trying to get through them and trying to get over them, we lose sight of the positive people and the positive experiences. Something as small as someone saying hello or hi or asking you how your day is going. But people see the greatness in you and they don't like it. But the thing is, they're going to have to not like it, and they're going to have to deal with it. They're going to have to deal with the fact that you want to be great. You're going to do something with your life. You're not going to be average, and you're going to reach a new height when it comes to what you want to do. You're going to level up when it comes to the life you want to live, and you're going to work extremely hard when it comes to getting the things you want to have. And you're not going to stop until you can do what you want to do and be what you want to be. And if people are willing to want to be a participant in your life, if you're that type of person, if they can stand that, if they can accept the fact that this person wants to go for the gusto, this person wants to work extremely hard to get extremely far. Some people, their insecurities come out and they can't handle being around that type of person. All right, you're going to want to be around people who want to get somewhere in life just like you do, so that way you won't have to worry about anyone getting insecure or anyone trying to sabotage your goals for your life. All right, so people who will get insecure sometimes, they'll pick up on your energy, and it will cause them to feel that they're not doing enough. It will make them reflect on their life, something that they haven't done, something that they haven't picked up on yet, something that they haven't seen necessary yet, something that they haven't seen as something that would help them. All right, it's probably something that they looked past. They were probably focused on being cool or being popular, or probably focused on other areas of their life, and they never really, because a lot of introverts, a lot of introverted people, a lot of people who stay to themselves, a lot of quiet people have time to think, have time to reflect. Are they tend to, and it's not just quiet people, a lot of social people. I mean, all you got to do is be a thinker, or someone who's just aware, someone who has awareness. But me speaking from my own point of view, as someone that's introverted, that's quiet, that stays to themselves, not necessarily quiet, but I just don't talk to a lot of people. I mean, y'all know I'm not quiet on my channel. I think I do a whole lot of talking. Y'all know I'm far from quiet on here. But even when it comes to real life, I'm not quiet either. It's just that you don't want to cast pearls amongst swine, and you don't want to be around just a whole bunch of people to be around them. And you realize how fake things can be, and how fake socializing can be. And you end up looking for something real, end up looking for something authentic, something genuine. And you're not going to find that. I'm not going to say you're not going to find it, but when I find that, that's when I open up. All right, I'm not going to say that you're not going to find. You can find whatever you're looking for, but that's when I open up, when I can feel it's real, genuine, and it's authentic. I don't like just being in a crowd, being around a whole lot of people, and just socializing. But a lot of people who do the opposite of the socializing and being around a lot of people, they tend to observe a lot of things. And this is just something that I saw about, like, it was like, how shorts, they're very informative, like the little informative shorts. So it was like a short about quiet people. They tend to be very socially aware. They pick up on energy shifts and changes and stuff like that. They're very they're deep thinkers. They tend to self-reflect a lot. And me personally, that's just what I do. I tend to self-reflect a lot. And I guess a lot of people who don't self-reflect, maybe they won't deal with certain things. And it's like, because everybody has insecurities, everybody has things that they deal with. Everybody, I mean, you don't have to be like full-blown insecure to have insecurities. Everybody has things that they're uncomfortable about when it comes to themselves. But people who tend to work on them are more stronger, and they're less likely to be taken back by something that they may feel is off about themselves, or something they know that needs work, or something they know they have to work on. So, and that's the thing, you're not afraid to look within yourself, work on yourself. You're not afraid to go within your mind and work on things and fix things and accept certain things about yourself. Because like I said, none of us are perfect. Sometimes you have to accept certain things about yourself so you could pick up where you know where you want to grow from, and learn and grow from there.